Hi, my wonderful viewers. I hope that you are doing well, spiritually, physically, and mentally. Okay, so I trust that you were blessed by my last video and you have figured out what is that contribution that you have, which is worth giving. Okay, all right. So this afternoon, I had the opportunity to visit a farm. And while I was there, an observation was made, and out of that observation came inspiration for this video. Now, there was a gentleman who was digging Dashin, all right? He was actually digging the Dashin so that he could ship overseas. Now, when he dug I think it was the third one, um, we were also very excited because it was this really plumped Dashin, and I was like, whoa, this one looks really huge. But to our dismay, when he took the cutlass and began cleaning around it, we realized that the Dashin wasn't so plump after all. It was actually a whole lot of mud on that Dashin. And I stood there for a second and I started thinking, and I'm like, substance. So many people are like that Dashin. They are all talk. It's like a dog. We say that it's all bark and no bite. And I'm like, hmm, am I a woman of substance? Am I all talk and no action? And of course, like I always say, there's always a scriptural reference. And in James chapter 2, verses 14 to 17, James, the Apostle James, tells us, suppose a person claims to have faith, but doesn't act on their faith. My brothers and sisters, can this kind of faith save them? Suppose a brother or sister has no clothes or food. Suppose one of you says to him, go, I hope everything turns out fine for you. Keep warm, eat well. And suppose you do nothing about what they really need. Then what good have you done? It is the same with faith. If it doesn't cause us to do something, it is dead. All right. So, like I said, many people are just going around with a whole lot of talk and no action. We are not called to be this kind of people, just passively going through life. You're not supposed to be like that Dashin. I mean, people are not supposed to be fooled by your talk, and in actuality, there is nothing. You are supposed to be a man or woman of action. When you make declarations, things are supposed to happen. What happens when you make declarations? Does the opposing force stand and just look at you or even laugh at you? Like, what is he or she even? Because we know that person is just full of talk and no walk. People, we need to be people of substance. We cannot say that we've been made priests and kings unto God and we are ineffective in whatever realm we are, in whatever world we are. You know, we have to begin to ask the Lord to show us the areas where we are all talk and no action. We need to begin to ask Him to take more of us and give us more of Him. And even in making our contributions, which I encouraged you to do in the last video, in order for us to be very impactful in making our contributions, then we need to be people full of substance, full of the Holy Spirit. This is how we are going to be effective, and this is how we are going to impact the world where we are placed. So, whether you're a Christian or even a non Christian, my encouragement to you is to be a man or woman of substance, that when you speak, you will be heard. There are many people, when they speak, people just look at them and just like chuckle because the people know there's nothing there. There are certain plants you can just pull out of the ground so easily, or those you can just kick them down. And there are others, I mean, come on. You need a chainsaw, you need all kinds of farm tools to get them out of the ground because these plants are well rooted and grounded. These are plants of substance. So my encouragement to us is to look within ourselves, make some introspection, and ask ourselves, are we people of substance? because this is what we are supposed to be. This royal priesthood, this peculiar people, a holy nation, world changers. We can only be that when we are people of substance. And as I said, the only way we are going to be like that is when we ask the Lord to take more of us and to give us more of Him. So, my question to you tonight is, are you going to be like that dashing, which appeared to be plumped, but it was just so much mud all around? Or are you going to be like a dasheen when you're pulled out of the ground? I mean, the farmer barely has to pass his cutlass on you to remove the mud because you are so plumped and ready to feed those in whose pots you will be cooked, figuratively. Okay? So, be a man or woman of substance, all right? Young person of substance. God bless you.